you here, huh? Stupid customers. Stupid hygiene code. Stupid job. Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? Why? I die, you die, we all die. Big woof. Have a treato. It'll make it better. Get your shinies and treatos!
Oh, Dribbles. My wife is heartbroken. Those two would chat from dawn until dusk. Such friends they were. But I'm sure a sizable contribution from an adventurer such as yourself would cheer her up.
Mostly bloodstain-free.
Miss Silvertongue says there is nothing to worry about, so there isn't. Carry on.
The, attack is nothing to worry about. Madame Lucretius has everything under control. Enjoy the circus. Let's hope a ballad will lift everyone's spirits, eh?
Miss Silvertongue is a wonder, isn't she?
Magnificent, my darling. Magic's for sale.
A copy.
Tribbles is supposed to be nice. Why did he do that? I don't like this. I don't like him. I want to go home. Right now.
I have no idea what in the hell's happened back there, but I know me and my kid are standing because of you. Thank you. God, if you hadn't been here, well, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Please, enjoy the circus. Which will never be the same without Dribbles. Dribbles taught me everything I know.
How could this happen? To Dribbles? To my home? Can't believe we had to rely on a stranger to save us. No offense. I've seen Dribbles' show 1,000 times, but he's never failed to make me smile. Oh, he didn't deserve this.
Oh, how could Madame Lucretius let this happen? And what are you doing here? Ad! Any of us could be next. Oh, I need to pack. Stay away!
Thank you.
That might be worth a look.
May you...
We once anchored the Fairy Queen's court during a misjudged performance in the Feywild. Your city scares me more than she did.
Get your shinies and Tritos! Clean bar! Clean bar!
I heard what you did about Dribbles. He was a good egg. Thank you for making sure no one else got hurt. I know it's hard to enjoy the circus without Dribbles, but I pray that you do. After all, the show must go on.
Blood in the circus without Benji. Aww.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning.
Magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free. Every sale, Papa Serti.
What can I do for you?
You should have killed the little monsters.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time.
Dad says there's already too many refugees, and the city can't hold any more. We've got to keep them out.
Any of the refugees give you hassle, come to us. We know how to handle them. If it were up to me, I'd kick every outsider out on their arse, then slam the gate shut. The city has gone to the dogs.
We're going to protect the city. I promise.
A Baldurian. Good. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the city these days. Stay strong and stay proud.
What in the hells was that?
An earthquake, perhaps. Strong enough to rouse the dead, too.
The boys ready?
They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
Refugees.
Goodness me, that's terrible.
Are you joking? This is great. Think of all the work we can get here.
Whoa, hold on. There will be plenty of work in Neverwinter. Safer work. If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
I ain't looking to make friends or enemies. Go bother someone else. Off with you. I've got bags to pack and blades to sharp.
You look like you need to clean off the road dirt. Almost as much as I do. No good inns with hot water and a tub on this side of the crossing, though. If you've ever considered bathing in the Chiontha, don't. I tried it once and came out dirtier than I was when I went in.
Thought we get something steady here, but no coin is worth it. Not with the absolute breathing down our necks.
If you are in the market for potions, I highly recommend the Velveteen Elixir. I've not been this well stocked since Waterdeep. I wish I could have spent more time perusing the shops. But alas, it is time to move on. Such is the life of a daring adventurer.
How are we fixed on supplies? Sound off.
Got camp bits and bobs from Danthalon's dancing axe.
I have secured a most excellent supply of potions from the Velveteen Elixir.
Armor, blades, the Rivington General.
Good job, gang. That should last us the journey.
Give him a piece of your mind.
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the Ginny, everything. So don't even think about trying to stop us. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to the circus.
I want to see Dribbles, but my dad said no.
Don't
We'll find a way into the city.
The circus is right there.
You have my word.
My dad.
If you're looking to enter the city, hope your pockets are loaded. Bastards are charging a fortune. What are you hanging about for? Head into the city before they shut the gates for good.
But you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem. I thought it'd be different here. That people would help us. I've barely enough coppers left to eat, let alone buy papers to enter the city.
I could pawn my ring.
Hi! Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Hi! Or want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say, huh? Sorry. I just get so excited doing the best job ever. Yeah, I get to talk to people all day and work for the best damn smith in all of Rivington, Gildraw Angliron. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil. I mean, I love what I do, don't get me wrong, but actually doing something with my hands and all that fire, I'd give anything to do what he does. Oh, God, don't tell him I said that, will you? I really love my job, promise. right up the stairs in his workshop. But I wouldn't bother him if I were you. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone. Is there anything I can help you with? Maybe a shiny, shiny new blade? It's Gildraw Angelion, for God's sakes. If you knew how good he was, trust me, you'd feel exactly the same way.
Straight to the source.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? Oh, good answer. Killing is so much more satisfying when you really mean it. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? I can see it in your eyes, though. You can't help feeling a tingle of pleasure all the same. One more question, if you'll humor me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Oh, still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Where are you? You? Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. I don't need to. I know what you did, whacking me over the head. Near caved me skull in. I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face. Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today. What do you want now?
Give them a piece of your mind and pieces of your body before
Best keep your hands to yourself.
What do you want now?
Should last us the journey.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Back again. Want a dagger? Or a bow? Need more arrows? Need a spear? Yep, that's me. Oh, all right. Yes, I just got to find a way to bother him. Without actually bothering him. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone, see? Is there anything else I can do for you? It's Gildraw Angelion, for God's sake. Oh, yay! Want more? Want less? Want to sell? Want to buy? Back again? Oh, yay! Want more?
You throw a fit when there's no hot water. You wouldn't last a day out there.
It's run. Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post.
Instead of complaining to me.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out. You'll see. Between stockpiling food and barricading doors, this cult business has driven half of Rivington mad.
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not a baby. I want to go home, but Mummy keeps talking.
The Absolute Army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late. The cult could raise this place to the ground, and those upper city folks wouldn't even blink.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Why don't you do me a favour? Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters. The cultists are on our doorstep, but no. The real problem is the bloody post.
I'd suggest holding on to your letters until things get back to normal around here.
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Course couriers. Their service is appalling. I am this close to buying and training a pigeon to send my own post. Oh, now there's an idea.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist, right? I'm not scared.
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead. Ever wanted to meet the...
Arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right paper.
Crime scene not open to public by order of the Flaming Fist.
The priests will open the temple up again. You'll see. They're good people. Holy people.
Bet you won't get kicked out of the temple. They blame us for everything. Father Lorgan was nice to us, and that we didn't do anything, we swear!
If you're hungry, you can wait with us. A priest might come out with some scraps if we're lucky.
Can I please have some food? Oh, sorry. I thought you were a priest. I'm so hungry.
If you're looking for Ilmater's charity, you're out of luck. They've turned their backs on us, like everyone else. Watch your step inside the temple. One of the priests got cut to ribbons, and they're looking for someone to blame.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful
The crying
endure.
one weeps today. Our Father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning. May Ilmater guide your footfall, stranger.
We let more outsiders in, and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
Imagine fleeing to the city, only to be met with suspicion. The refugees face hardship at every turn.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorgan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
More against Father Lorgan. I've nothing against Father Lorgan. Ilmater rest his soul. But his methods need to rest with him. We need change. If you're looking for a handout, try elsewhere. We're focusing on our own now.
Times may be hard, but the god on the rack asks that we endure.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power...
They make a fine target for the real culprit, too.
Unlikely to be missed. Where they weren't wanted to begin with.
Well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. You think Ilmater looks at a Baldurian differently to anyone else? I like to think the gods are smarter than that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've a temple to run, and a high priest to replace. Yes? Can I help you? Thank you. Ilmater smiles upon us this day. But feel free to look around the temple. Valyria never found the murder weapon. That would be definitive proof that they missed something. Logan's in the room behind us, with Sister Rose. Brilgo's buried out back, through the kitchen and the dormitories. The killing happened in the kitchen cellar. Could be a good place to start.
Hey, soldier.
Infirmary. Justice endures, even in suffering.
Raise your eyes. Look upon she who conquers. Who am I? I am Vlaakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki, god regent of the 6 arms of Tunarath. And you are abominations twice over. You carry geek parasites, and you harbor the heretic Prince Orpheus.
Glorious Vlaakith, I am unclean. I exhort you, grant me guidance.
Hear my words, Vinisk. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Your parasites resonate. You feel Lae'zel's ecstasy as she moves to kneel before her queen. Water and blood. They envelop you, they drag you downward. You are submerged in past, present, and future. In this endless sea of understanding, you find truth. Lae'zel believes a Zaith'isk device cleanses the parasite, but it's used for extracting memories and killing the infected. Vlaakith does not welcome her finest young warriors into her royal city to reward them, but to consume their essence in her quest for godhood. The Lich Queen doesn't intend to reward Lae'zel. but to devour her. Vlaakith speaks only in lies.
No. It can't be. I believed you. I believed everything!
Shakateth! You speak against the Eternal Queen.
Mother Gith's son lives, caged by a prison of your design. Our people deserve the truth, but you have denied it to us. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word!
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
You turned my eyes to the truth. Vlaakith's forsaken me, and there's no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Loss. It permeates every corner of Lae'zel's mind. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
How well you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed.
Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Orpheus Chavki Nazin. What about him? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves. Very well.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage, turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not. She was very loud.
Ask it.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort. Always good to talk, my friend.
I can still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean. I hope that's true, but I'm not so sure. She has a far reach and a long memory. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help. Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. There's a place we can go. Down the coast a little. I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone. Oakfather preserve you.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
You smell very delicious, but
I hope you're here to discuss that contract you just signed. Agreeing to give away our greatest hope of salvation wasn't the wisest of moves. Oh, yes, of course. I can see how the hammer we didn't know existed until Raphael generously enlightened us would take precedence. He's always struck me as the trustworthy type. I promise you, whatever outcomes we're hoping for in this world-ending endeavor of ours, letting that devil get hold of the crown must not be one of them. No. What we should be pursuing is knowledge. We need to learn more about that crown. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems. Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or the girl has left to hew her own path? She left behind a letter, as thou dost know. Hast thou other business?
Please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise. I brought my...
This will do. Take off your clothes. I don't doubt you in the slightest. Come on then. We've already come this far. Fine. Well, don't just stand there. Turn around. You haven't even attempted to peek. I'm a little offended. lucky I didn't have anything more dangerous to throw than undergarments. What? Don't just stare. I know. Your turn. No. I don't know if I can do this, now that I'm here. All right, just stay close. Oh, hells, that's cold. Come here. Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet. Just a pebble. Now don't you dare stop.
Please.
I brought my own pair.